It makes me happy when target companies build a target for a specific purpose instead of trying to have a target that can do everything, so to speak. The downside, yeah, sure, it's if you're interested in the Kinetic X or the Kinetic 1.0, I got some good news. Let's talk about it. All right, I've got a quick side note. I just received a text from my brother. He helps me run Shatterproof Archery, and he says, say this in your video. Click the playlist if you want to see other target reviews, and if you want 20% off and free shipping on orders over $100, go to shatterproofarchery.com. Bowstrings, tabs, gloves, quivers, arm guards, arrow rests, silencers, bowstring wax, bamboo, and everything else is 20% off through Cyber Monday. So if you're interested in that, go to our website, Shatterproof Archery. We're going to help more people enjoy more archery, and that's our goal here. These targets are intended to be Morel's top line of durability. These two targets I did not buy. They were both sent to me from Morel, although this is not a sponsored video. Straight up, if you're looking for the most durable target, this may be the one for you. No broadheads allowed though, but if you have high feet per second, this is great. They actually have some sort of dual layered patented technology on the inside of these targets that should promote the longevity of them. The Kinetic is marketed to have very easy arrow removal, and it is seamless. If you want a target that has arrows that are easy to remove, this is the one for you. I shot this target 500 times, and I had my brother come take a look at it, and I said, how many shots do you think I put into this thing? And now he's seen 12 of these target reviews and know how much damage targets take when you shoot in the same area 500 times. And he's like, ooh, this looks like you shot it 125 times. And I was like, I'm done shooting. I already did 500 shots into this. Now I'm up to 600 shots, and it's holding up ridiculously well, stopping arrows completely, nothing even close to poking out the backside. One of the downsides to bag targets is that the material on the inside can get so compact that when you shoot with a low poundage bow, the arrow actually can bounce out. So here's the yellow jacket. I'll show you real quick what can happen. The arrow just flies out. But if we take a look over here at the Kinetic, that has not happened yet, and we're 600 shots in with this one. And it sticks in every single time, whereas with the cheaper yellow jacket, the arrows bounce out. I have found a temporary solution for arrows bouncing out, is you can reach in here and kind of move the material around a little bit and kind of pull it back out so it's not compressed as much. And now the arrows will generally hold for another 100 or so shots. Let's take a shot right in the middle and see what happens. Hack failure. It really does work sometimes though. Well, that just happened. I normally try to keep the video pretty smooth, but maybe it doesn't fix it as well as I thought it did. I did that just a little while ago and it started sticking. Well, there you go. Back to the Kinetic, we are at 600 shots, and I'm shooting a bow that only goes 130 feet per second. No issues at all. One of my big questions was, why did this front face not wear out near as much? And taking a look at the target and feeling it, it appears that there's different layers inside the target. And when you pull the arrow out, there's a layer just directly behind the bag that is holding the other material into the target. What I mean by that is with the yellow jacket, there is no second layer, and so the bag has to hold the material in. So if any of the inside material is stuck onto the arrow, the bag's holding it in. So actually when you pull out the arrow, it wears out the face more over there, and that's what's gonna wear out the target quicker. Where with this target, when you pull the arrow out, it doesn't wear the face down because the way the layers are on the inside. If that didn't make sense, what I'm saying is this design is better and lasts longer. Of course, for longevity, you want to aim in different locations, and then every 100 or a couple hundred shots maybe flip the sides. You could even do it every 50 shots and you'd probably have great results. I say that because with this target, I was trying to wear it out. I was not trying to make it last a long time. Here is the 100 shot update and what it looked like. This is the 250 shot update and what it looks like. And here is the 500 shot update and what it looks like. So what are the downsides to getting a durable target? Because everything's a trade-off. Well, with these targets, they are ridiculously heavy. And I say it like that because I'm comparing it to other targets. But if you're gonna have a stationary target, that might not matter for you. But I think that's part of the reason it's so durable. Let's see what we come in here. My scale's saying 56 pounds, and I'm getting 43 pounds on the X. With the X, we have these 4 shootable sides. And with the kinetic, we have 2 shootable sides. Put this into comparison on the weight of these targets. The heaviest other target that we have was an 18-pound target. So going up from 18 pounds over 50, big difference. So I would not recommend moving this around. That's one of the downsides. But of course, they didn't make these to move them around. The other time you wouldn't want this target is if you want to use broadheads. This target will not hold up to broadheads, and you should never shoot a broadhead into one of these targets. What's the plus? This one has no feet per second limit. That one has a 500 feet per second limit. Who's kidding me? Even your crossbow probably can't get close to 500 feet per second. One thing I really appreciate about this target is this front shooting face, how clear it is. It has a white circle, a black circle, and a red circle. That makes it super clean and clear to shoot at. This one has the plus and then dots all around. Some targets are more difficult to see. In my opinion, like this one that I purchased from Morel has like a B in the center as their yellow jacket target. And I think that just takes away from my experience with shooting because I like just a really clear area to aim. The upside to this is your cost per arrow is fantastic good. You're gonna get so many shots out of this target and it's just gonna last for a really long time. You may want a dolly to carry it to your shooting location, but once it's there, it'll stay there for a very long time. I thought about trying to shoot all the way through this target, but I think that's going to be in the tens of thousands of shots. And so I could, maybe I'll release another video in 2034 where this target will have its first arrow pass through. The Kinetic series also is flat on the bottom, which allows it to sit really nicely. There are 2 handles here, so you could hang it. If you do hang it, I don't know if it will make it last longer or not because it's so heavy anyways. But you could totally hang it if you have a frame to hang it, and you could also just leave it on the ground. So with the kinetic targets, they're supposed to be field point targets that are the most durable. That's what they went for. The downside, yeah, sure, it's heavy. Yeah, sure, you can't shoot broadheads, but that doesn't matter because that's not the goal of this target. And so for the person who wants a field point target that'll last forever, you got it.